Okay, so we're going to be wiring up our water level sensor. And right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 male-to-male jumpers, 3 small male-to-male jumpers for a total of 8, and 3 male-to-female jumpers, or female-to-male jumpers, or whatever you want to call it. So over here we have our water sensors. It's got an S for the sensor pin and a plus and minus. Let's see if I can get that in there. And we are going to wire this up. Start with a blue wire. It doesn't matter what color you use, but I'm just going to use blue on the negative pin. I'm going to use red for the positive pin, for power going to the sensor. Alright, and I'm going to use this brown wire for the sensor pin itself. Put that here, and as we are used to, we're going to evenly space this out so we can see how each pin works on the Arduino and how it's wired up to the Arduino. So the wires are a bit jumbled up here. Let me untangle that. It's part of the job, you know, we do it live. So add that pin here. Put this pin on the 5. Here we'll separate them 5 pins apart. 5, 5, 5. There we go. Then I will use, I'm going to create a grounding bar. Create this, use this blue rung and use it on here. It's going to be ground. And then I will hook up this green wire from the ground of the Arduino to this rung. So now this whole blue rung is grounded. Then I'm going to take 2 more wires onto the blue rung and add them. That's going to be for our LEDs for the high and low of the sensor. Next part, we're going to do our voltage pin. So this is our 5-volt pin. We use the yellow wire, and that's going to go to the red pin here. That's going to power our sensor. Lastly, I'm going to take this orange wire, plug it to the brown pin, and that's going to go to analog 1, the A1 pin. Right now this has A0 to A5, as you can see here. You can use any of these pins. I just chose A1 arbitrarily for this project, but if you choose to use another one, that's fine too. Now our LED circuits, we're going to build those. So for this project, I'm only going to use 2 levels, which is going to be high and low. So as you can see here, there's always going to be a longer pin for the LED, and that's going to be our positive side. So I'm going to put that here, and then I'm going to use blue for our high value, and put that here. Positive pin on the left. You don't have to do it like that, I just like to. It's easier to track the flow of current. Put my resistor, 330 ohms. Second resistor, also 330 ohms. As we saw in our previous videos, we chose that value because the Arduino at 5 volts, you want it to hit 20 you don't want it to surpass 20 milliamps, or else it'll burn these LEDs. So we have to use a minimum of 250, and the closest resistor we have to that is this 330 ohm resistor, so that's why I'm using it. So now I'm going to go from pin 5 to my low LED. So I'm going to start at the resistor. I'm going to put it to pin 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I'm going to do my red to pin 10. So 8, 9, 10. And once again, I also chose these digital output values arbitrarily. You could use any of these from 0 to 13. I just decided to use 5 and 10. Okay, and lastly, you need to ground these LEDs. So you find the negative wire of the LED and you plug that in. Find the negative wire of this LED and you plug that in. And voila, this is the wiring for the water level circuit. And you can test between high and low values with this sensor. So now I'm going to plug this in and just power it up to my USB hub over here. So plug in my Arduino cable. And everything should light up accordingly. There we go. And that's how you wire up your water level sensor on an Arduino. Thank you.